who exactly Abdelhamid Abaaoud is and the connection he had with other men who have been identified as suicide bombers from Friday's attacks.
So Abdelhamid Abaaoud joined the ranks of the jihadis in 2013. He started as a regular jihadi. The first footage of him that I told you I worked on, we saw him dragging corpses behind a pickup car, and then there were reports that he had some kind of responsibility in the region of Deir ez-Zor in eastern Syria as a sort of military commander of a small group of foreign fighters. And then he was under the radar. Then we knew that he came back here and out. But what we know for sure today is that he had connection, for example, with the person with Mehdi Nemouche, who shot in a Jewish museum in Belgium and then got caught in France. We know that he had connections also with the person that attacked the Thalys, the train between Amsterdam and Paris. He had also connections with the person that tried to attack a church in Villejuif, a failed attack too. And there was a French jihadi that was caught coming back from Syria here in France in last August, the 11th of August, and he talked about Abaaoud, and he said to investigators that he heard about plans to attack cafes and nightclubs here in France. So he has real connections on many levels, and this is why I was telling you that I guess that the authorities would have liked to have him alive more than that. But those kind of jihadis are much determined, and they go for it till the end, and they want to die fighting, and that's what happened.
Now there were 8 suspects who were also seized during that raid yesterday in Saint-Denis, the suburb just north of Paris. What's the likelihood? What kind of information might we hope to get from the interrogations of those suspects?
It depends. It depends on which level they are implicated in what happened. We know that, for example, the person who rented his apartment got arrested. But did he know what was planned? We know that 2 persons who took one of the 8th attacker, which is still alive, took him into Belgium, were also arrested. So we have to know the people that were arrested in the street and next to this apartment here in Paris, what are the real implications? Are they just their friends? Did they give them did they help them in a financial way? We don't know yet. The investigations are ongoing, and I guess that now that the authorities know that Abaaoud is dead, I guess they will give more details about the investigation, knowing that if, we have to remember that if at least 8 people were involved directly in the attacks, and the French authorities are talking about this crew that was arrested yesterday when Abaaoud died. It's another crew. We have to know they have a logistic crew behind them, which is as much big in numbers as the attackers. So we have to imagine that there's a real web behind them of at least 10 or 15 people that are involved in a way or another.